Steve Sobel is an actor, writer, producer. But after speaking to him, I realized there's another side to his story, comedy.
Hi, I'm Steve Sobel, or Sobel, I really don't care which one. I'm an actor, writer, producer, and stand-up comedian.
So Steve, most people know you from entertainment. How would you describe what you do?
I have always done more than one thing. In general, I'm an actor. That is my main priority right now in terms of my career. Writing and producing it tends to be what I'm able to support the family with, because acting, as fun as it is and as great as it is, and even as somebody who's working, it's hard to really make a living at it. And then stand-up comedy is really my art and my passion.
What makes stand-up different from any acting or other job that you do?
Yeah. Well, for one, you're basically in total control. And that's the thing that I like about it the most. The writing, producing, certainly acting, it's a very collaborative art form. There's other people, you play a very specific role within a production. With stand-up, it's a collaborative, but it's a collaboration with you and the audience. It's just you and them. And so I'm sort of, it begins and ends with my writing, the way I speak, the way I develop ideas, what I think is funny, and then how they react to it. So what I like about stand-up comedy is that I have more control than in a lot of the other things that I do, and that allows me to fully express myself.
Is it difficult balancing acting and stand-up?
For me, it goes, in terms of my priorities, acting is the number one priority, and because it is an exhaustive experience. You have to really, it's so competitive. You have to be hustling for every job, and you have to think every day, how am I going to move my career forward as an actor? After that, there's stand-up, which comes secondarily. So in other words, if acting opportunities come up, stand-up goes to the side for a bit. And then there's writing and producing. And that's also a priority for me. But the moment I sort of started to rank the things in order, frankly, in the way that the ones that I love the most at top, working downwards, my life got a lot easier. And then you got to make a living on top of it. So it is complicated, but it's a lot easier if you have a clear sense of what is most important, and then the other things you try to do as well.
Is there a scene that you're proud of, and why?
One scene that I'm really proud of was a show that was called Rescue High Surf, and it's an action scene. And I was able to shoot in a beach in Hawaii, and it was over several days. And what I was proud about that scene, it involved me and a boy that was supposed to be my kid, and we're having a nice day. And then this kid ends up falling on us and knocking us out. He's horseplaying with his pals, and then we're rescued, and it's a extensive action scene that actually ends with me punching out the guy. It allowed me to do different things that I feel like I do well. That's one that I'm really proud of. Yeah.
And on the stand-up side, is there a stand-up moment that's memorable to you?
One day, I woke up in the morning, and Axel, who, my 16-year-old son, he turned to me and he goes, my mornings would be a lot better if you weren't around. And I turned it into a bit that I now open my act with most of the time. And out of nowhere, I haven't eaten my coffee yet. He turns to me, he goes, my mornings would be a lot better if you weren't around. The thing with stand-up, you take something that's like maybe painful in the moment, but then you can laugh about it, and then you can share it with other people. Well, that's really, it's a magical experience. It really is.
What advice would you give to people trying to follow what they truly love?
Focus on the craft and the art itself. Put that first and make that your first priority, and everything else kind of follows. This would be the advice that I would say.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.